Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys, if you have time, please drop us a comment in the comment section. Pass this video on to anybody else who may want to see it, and please remember to give me a thumbs up, okay? Now, today is the last video that I'm going to be uploading until I come back from vacation. So I'll be back sometime around the 10th, I believe. So sometime around then, I'll upload my video. Now, while I'm gone, you guys know I'm going to be uploading pictures from the wedding. I'm going to my brother's wedding. Some of you already remember that from before. So I'm going to be uploading pictures and things like that. I got my nails done for the wedding. I thought that was cool. This is the color of the dress that I'm wearing. So, and the eyeshadow is the same color. So I'm getting myself all into the festive mood. Now, I'm just going to answer a very easy question today. Someone asked me, how do I know so much about Aquarius? This person told me it's almost eerie when I start talking because I'm describing their life. And they're like, yo, you don't know me. So how do you know all this information? But the thing about it is that I don't have to know you. You see, as long as I know Aquarius, if you are a true Aquarius, then I'm going to be able to at least hit some of the things on the head. Let me explain. First of all, if you study Aquarius, if you study, there's literature. Remember, guys, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Astrology is as old as the hills. If you simply read about your sign, especially old books, because see, now everybody nowadays wants to get their information on the internet, and the internet is good for research. I will give it that. But the older stuff is the stuff I like to use. I like to use books, real books. So all those Amazon books that I tell you guys about, those are the books that are either in my collection or in my box on it, or in my basket on Amazon. And I like to use books from people who are gurus, people who have been studying astrology for, 50 years, Linda Goodman comes to mind. There's a whole bunch of other ones, though. I just like her stuff a lot. There's a lot of people who've been studying astrology way longer than I've even been born. So I look at their stuff. I've always looked at their stuff since I was a little girl. So if you really want to know about astrology, you need to go to the greats. There's all kinds of people who have paved the way all the way back. So go read that kind of stuff, because those mythologies and those people's books, like Linda Goodman, I was talking about her before, those people have studied this, have done charts, time and time again. So I usually go back and look at their stuff. Because nowadays, like I said, a lot of people want to be on the internet, and the internet just doesn't always have the most accurate information. Even right here on YouTube, some YouTubers just make up what they tell you. Maybe not even maliciously. They might just tell you their opinion or how they feel about something. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true according to astrology. It's just what they think. They may come here and say, I think all Capricorns have lots of money, for example. And where'd they get that from? Oh, because I know 5 or 6 Capricorns and they all have money. Not all of us are really doing research. Some people are just talking about what they think, which is fine too. Because when I first started, a lot of my information was just stuff that I thought or my opinions, but it was fed by a lot of these books and this information, which is what made me become so accurate, because I study. And another thing I study is myself. And some of you might not know this, but I'm a double Aquarius, Aquarius sun and Aquarius rising sign. And I have other Aquarius placements in my chart. So I am very Aquarius. So I study myself. I'm very up on me. I might not tell everybody everything I think and know about me, but I'm up on me. Believe me. One thing about me, I'm very self-aware. And that's from therapy, and years of priestess training, emotional health, kind of, I still do this kind of stuff to this day. I still do these therapeutic exercises and read things and read my own cards. So not only do I study Aquarius, I've studied myself. And I just so happen to be very Aquarius. Not every Aquarius is going to be as Aquarius as I am, and some people are more Aquarius. I met somebody the other day that was a triple Aquarius. Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, and Aquarius rising. I was like, whoa, man, that's a lot of Aquarian energy. So when you study somebody like that, a lot of times they have all of the traditional hallmarks of an Aquarius. So from studying myself, that's the second way. And then the third way I just segued into, the third way is I talk to a lot of Aquarius. You wouldn't believe how many Aquarius I talk to. I talk to more Aquarius at this point in my life than I talk to any other sun sign. And it's been like that ever since I started asking Aquarius. And it just became more and more so because I met more and more Aquarius. And a lot of us keep in touch. We talk on Facebook sometimes. We hit each other up on the messenger. So I'm always talking to Aquarius and asking them questions and giving polls and things like that. And the Aquarius and I talk about this kind of stuff. So even the stuff that I may not experience, I may hear from another Aquarius. So that's where I get all of this from. I actually study and I research. I don't just, make it up. Now, sometimes I do give you my opinion, but I always tell you this is my opinion or this is my theory. I usually call it a theory because most of my opinions I try to prove or disprove. I try to see if they're right or not. So a lot of times I'll say, hey guys, I got a theory for you, and that's something that just came to me. And then I research to see if there's any evidence that supports it. So that's how, for those of you who wonder, like, how does she know this? That's how I know this, from studying. That's why I love research, because the more you study things, the more you know. But I only study things that really interest me. I should study more things like finance, stock market, I should study things like that, but I only study things that really move me, really interest me, and what moves me and interests me more than me, So of course I'm going to know or want to know everything there is to know about Aquarius. But during my travels, I've also looked at the other zodiac signs and my relationship with them. That's how I'm able to tell you some of that information, because I've, for instance, dated someone and looked at our chart, or dated somebody and read up on their particular sign, especially somebody I stayed with for a significant amount of time. Like, for example, Libras, Capricorns, Cancers. I've had a lot of interactions with them. So I've done a lot of reading up on them to see our dynamic and our level of compatibility. So it doesn't take, any of my intuitive powers to be able to give you guys this information. Anybody who's willing to learn, anybody who's willing to read, anybody who's willing to research beyond Google will find out this information. Anybody who's willing to talk to Aquarius. And you can't just, like, a lot of people mess up because they'll be like, oh, I know an Aquarius, or I know a Libra, I know what they're like. But I talk to thousands of them, not just talking to one or two. That's not going to get you enough of a representative sample. When you're doing any kind of research, especially a poll or a survey, you want a representative sample. So you want a pretty big sample of whatever group you're talking to. So if you're talking to Aquarius, you don't want 3 or 4 Aquarius. You want to talk to at least 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And at this point, over the years, I don't know how many Aquarius I've talked to. I would have to add it up. But I guarantee you, I can say off the top of my head, at least 200 that I talk to and still have relationships with. And my 2 best buddies are Aquarius. So that's the thing, whatever you're trying to learn about, you have to study. You have to take a look at. If you're trying to learn about Cancers, talk to different Cancers. Don't just talk to 1 or 2. It's millions of people online. And most of us are always on our phone. So if you want to know more about a sun sign, talk to people in that sun sign, particularly people who are double, triple, of that sun sign. People who have a lot of the energy of their sun sign, because those are the people who are going to be the most like their sign. See? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So happy research. And let me know if you find out anything about Aquarius that I did not mention, because I want to be the first to know. Okay? So if you would like to get a reading done, please feel free to email me. I am still taking appointments through my vacation. I'll still be punching them in, because I know when I come back from vacation, I'm going to have so many readings to do. So if you're interested in getting a reading, my first opening, I think, is October 22nd right now. So if you want one, don't wait. Jump on it immediately, because my slots go really quick. Likewise, if you want to become one of my patrons on Patreon and watch my cool series, The Witch Trials, everything you need to know about that is going to be underneath here. Check out my Patreon page. All my social information will be under here. And while I'm gone, I probably won't be doing a lot of social media, because I'm probably going to be doing a lot of family stuff. But if you hit me up an email when I'm laying in bed at night, I promise I'll answer. If you hit me up on social media when I have time, I'll shoot a message back to you. Okay, guys? All right. See you when I get back.